Getting the right mortgage is one of the bigger financial decisions your family will ever make. So if you're thinking about refinancing your mortgage, let me give you a couple tips for what you should be looking for. The first tip I would say is to look at shortening the term of your mortgage. So if you originally took out a 30-year mortgage and you've already paid off 5 years of it, while you're going to refinance, look and see if maybe you could afford getting into a 15, a 20, or a 25-year mortgage. Most companies are pretty flexible with the terms, so I would recommend you look at that because that can help save you a lot of interest down the road. My second recommendation would be to look at the points you would pay on a mortgage refinance. Usually you can pay a little bit more upfront to get a lower rate, but the thing you want to be careful of is to make sure you're going to be living in the house long enough so that it makes sense to pay those points upfront and you get the interest benefit as you pay off the mortgage in the future. The third recommendation I would have for you is to think about your other goals. So if you're in your 40s or 50s, for example, and thinking about retiring at 65, just remember that if you take out a 30-year mortgage, that mortgage won't be paid off until well into your retirement. So if you do that, just make sure you have a plan to try to pay off that mortgage more aggressively so that you're not carrying and having to pay a mortgage once you retire. And the last thing I would mention, and probably the biggest question, is when should you do a refinance? Our basic recommendation is to look at the current rate you're getting now compared to what you could get. And when you look at those options relative to what you have today, just keep in mind, look at the total interest that you would pay over the remainder of the mortgage compared to what you're currently paying now, and then just make a decision based on all these factors to take out the best mortgage for you and your family. So if you have any questions about your current mortgage, feel free to reach out to us and we'll run various scenarios for you so that you're in the best mortgage that you and your family can be in.